Hey everyone, so we're back to the city and we're actually doing stuff that we planned to do quite long time ago. And the first thing that I should tell you is that we have gear on ourselves. But the thing is, it has additional features such as critical strike plus 1.9%. Now the problem with that is it has durability. These things get broken in quite a short time and it gets frustrating because of that, and you have to repair it constantly using other items, etc. So what I like to do is to use the default things that you might find, like this link armor. um, as you can see, it's mage armor. That's the thing that goes with the kahuna. I'm actually, as much as I use an axe, I'm still a mage, and I have to be stuck with mage armor. So pretty much we have most, well, at least 50% of our gear is actually affected by these durabilities. And other thing that I wanted to show you on the first episode, the luck thing. So to enter this equipment thing, you just enter inventory and click equipment. You'll see how much luck do you have at the moment. So the maximum one, I have 500 using level 1 necklace. Alright, so getting back to the items, I will be unequipping this one and the helmet, as I can get these items from the shop. And about the belt, well, you kinda have to find it somewhere as a dropped item, so I don't have one that wouldn't be affected by the durability thing, so I'll have to keep it with me. And we're actually gonna enter the store. Let's see what items do we have here. Alright, so main thing about the shop items is that you can buy only up to fourth rank items, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's one-handed weapon, sword. Then you have only rank 2 two-handed sword. There's no rank 1 in the shop, which is kind of strange to be precise. And there's plenty of stuff that you might find here. Each city has different kinds of visual aspects of the weapons. For example, in other cities you won't be probably able to get a bow, a longbow. And in this one you can't get a crossbow, but you can get in Asura's city. So we're just gonna buy an axe. It's gonna cost a bit. So before doing such a thing, I'm gonna introduce you to the auction. This is a place to get some stuff that might be even cheaper than before. So as you've seen, approximate price of the axe in the weapon trader shop is 45k. So let's go to weapons, two-handed axe, and let's just search. And to make it easier, you might as well change the rank to the lowest one. And as you can see, it sells rank 3 and above, and the prices go really high. So we might as well try and find a cheaper one. And as far as I can see, we're not getting any luck doing this. Okay, so there's no such thing as that, so we're gonna have to be buying one from the shop. Okay, and try to check as much as possible, because most likely you'll be finding such a thing out there. And we might as well sell the helmet and the axe. Alright, so I have some cash stored up from the actual farming which we had, and it was really good. As you can see, I have level 30 and my pet is almost level 30 as well. I have almost 100 job points, which I'm going to be spending. And I keep getting this buff that, quite frankly, I don't know how to use it yet. Alright, so we're just gonna equip it, and to introduce you with cubes, I would love to do so, but I need to get to the auction and check if I have any at the moment. And what cubes do, they enchant your item and give up less. Oh my god, there's a cool dragon. And it's useful as it increases your attack damage. But the bad thing is, after +4, you have a risk of failing and destroying your weapon. Okay, so Unity of Force, I'm not gonna be using it, and I'm not gonna be using that as well. Alright, we have red pixie and blue pixie cards, which are going to be tamed in a short period of time. Later on, we have cubes for armors, but we have no cubes for... Oh, yes, we do. 3 cubes for that, 3 cubes for that. Also, there's a lot of stuff about the item, so just stick with it and try to get as much as possible into yourself, because this is important things that you might consider doing later on in your gaming. You have stones. You might find lots of them, and they're very useful for sticking them into items, which will give you beneficial stats that you can see on them. So we got these 3. Now, usually, the default ones were the simplest stats: strength, dexterity, vitality, agility, etc. But now they gave us the option to add the basic attributes such as P def, P attack, and so on. So we might as well grab as much as possible of the ones that might fit us best and try to put them into armor or weapon. Okay, so I think we're done with this one. Yeah. This one is attack, we're not going to be using it. And we're going to be opening the boxes as well. Okay. So there's a lot of things to do, so let's try and do as much as possible, as fast as possible. So the first thing you want to do is enchant your things that you can, and of course at your own risk of getting it broken. So we have a menu here. As you can see, there's enchant in the inventory tab, and we're just gonna unequip our weapon, put it in here, and put the cube next to it. And I doubt you can actually use 3 of them at once. Yeah, so I have to drag it one by one. And of course, all 3 of them are going to be successful because it's a safe range of enchanting. So we're gonna equip this, unequip our armor, and enchant it as well, as we have 3 cubes from our previous farmings, and we can use it. You can always use additional P-def or M-def, depending on your needs. Most likely you'll be using P-def, but M-def is a necessity against certain classes that you might fight in arena or PvP. Okay, so we're pretty much done doing that stuff. Now the thing is about items for pets. As I told you, it's a lot to get into yourself, and just try to get as much as possible. I don't have any spare armor or weapons, so I might as well go and get some more. I think I'm going to get... No, I'm not gonna get anything. Alright. Come on, move. So we're just gonna buy armor, and as I said, it's gonna be a difficult thing for you maybe to understand. I don't know, depending on your understandings of the game. Actually, you're going to buy your pet armor, and depending on your pet, actually this pet eventually will get a skill that will ask him for hunter armor, if I believe so. But as I experienced myself, it isn't always the best decision to do so. So I sold my cap, so I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna get my pet, not hunter but warrior armor. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to actually use it to equip it. I'm just gonna equip the head as well. We might as well as do blacksmith on the run. As I said, check the limit level. Always check. Oh, recommended level. It says that it's 26, so I'm good to go for one more. 29. Done. 32, and it shows you brownish color of the actual stat that you get right now, and after the slash, the maximum that you are capable of having after passing the required level. So I'm gonna do the same with this one. It costs a bit of money, but it's alright. Soul Crafter. So I get my equipment. Alright, this is the part when you get your zones done. So I'm just gonna put this in there, put him strength into it, maybe some dexterity as well. What do we have here? P attack, vitality. We're gonna put vitality inside of it, and some P attack as well. And we're gonna put socket. There's no failing in this. You always will succeed into doing this stuff. So don't be afraid. This is my pets one. Shit. Okay, cancel it. I'm gonna drop this one in. And what two-handed weapons, I have 4 slots for it, and the actual other stuff, probably all of this, yeah, probably all of this stuff will have only 2 slots in them. And you cannot repeat same stones unless it's a two-handed one, and you can then put 2 same ones and 2 other same ones as well. Okay, we need a weapon as well for our pet, and we're gonna be using a dagger, I think, because dagger works probably best. I think so. Just not to get as much aggro, but still have the damage output that it should be there. Okay, so we're done with the socketing thing. I might as well as put some stuff inside my pet's items, which is gonna be agility, 2 of them, and some critical strike. It's just random stats that probably wouldn't be the best choice right now, but I'm lacking in money, so I don't have much choice myself to do any other way. So we're just gonna stick with it. One of these, do the thing. Great job. Now the armor, stick one of these and one of these. Okay. Okay, let's read about the boxes. Meanwhile, we're getting to merchants for the things that we need for our pet to be able to equip it. So it says that nobody knows what's inside. Combined with a wooden key, unlock it. There's no wooden key. Can't open those. Shit. Was hoping for something big. Okay, so the thing that you need for the whole thing is unicard. 1 unicard per item, so we need 2 of them. There's plenty more stuff that you can get here. Oh, even more than it was before. Great, so now we have the items that we need to combine. I'm just gonna be not enchanting but combining, and we're gonna be putting one of these items in here and one of these items in here, and we're gonna combine it. It didn't work. Great, that means enchanting. What the hell? As I said, it was a very long time. Yes, now you see the golden frame outside of the whole thing. That means the item's main purpose is to be used as a pet item. So we're just gonna enchant this one as well. Now we're gonna open that tab using Y and just insert it. Great. Now our pet has additional P-def and P attack. That's a great news. Even though we're most likely going to be using one of these afterwards. So we're done with the pet thing. Now let's see what we can do next. We done our armor things. Yes, we did. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is change some luck. And the good thing about it is that it's probably one of the best sources of getting extra cash because it's free. And if you have a huge level of your necklace, that means you can store a lot of stuff. After exiting a dungeon, it means that you're gonna get pretty good money. But the main thing that we need is luck, so we're gonna just exchange all of it for luck. Okay, as we've done it, now what do we have our plans to do next? We got a bundle of 1000 luck, which is a great news. That means I have plenty of luck for future. Okay, we cannot open the boxes as well. Skillings. Yeah, skilling part. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is our pet. So as I'm in my nature, I try to avoid as much as possible active skills as they eat a lot of mana, unless your pet is mainly for that. For example, we have both of them, which are going to be using a lot of mana, which is going to be Red Pixie and Blue Pixie. Blue Pixie is going to be healing a lot of stuff, and the Red Pixie is going to be dealing a lot of damage as a mage. So both of them are going to be using a lot of mana. That's why you have to consider putting stats onto their items for intelligence or mana regain, and using a bit more active stuff than passive. Okay, so creature item expert. Your creature gains of any equipment has stats plus. Okay, we're gonna need to learn that, and all of these 4 basic ones are really good. We should be learning all of them. So we're maxing out the def, the attack, and actually I'm not keen to doing the whole mana thing as I'm not using any of these skills. So we're good to leave it as it is. And as you can see, our creature is actually outpowering our health. That is amazing. I mean, sometimes, well, most likely creatures will outpower you at some certain point, because the main thing about this game is their creatures. So the next thing that we're gonna do is ourselves. Our job level is really low, so that means we're stuck to the first row of the skills. That would, to ensure that we have other skills, we have to level it up, and we have enchant weapon, which only Kahunas have, and it's an awesome thing, which applies on hit. So for example, fire weapon means you deal additional damage. Lightning means you stun once in a while. Earth applies poison, and water means that you regain mana for hits. Let's see what fits us best. I'd love to get lightning, but it's so complicated. It's only 5% chance to actually get a stun, and this is actually 100% of 48 damage. This one is a very low chance of getting that. We're so going to fire. We're gonna learn where as well, all of them, because if you're not gonna learn one of the 3 skills, you're not capable of expanding, and in future you will be using buffs that need all of the trees. Okay, a bit of job leveling. Great. Restoring purified water, one of the best skills that Kahuna, in my opinion, has, which is healing. We're just gonna level it a bit. It's not a necessity to have. We're gonna take fire here. What can we do next? Pick up, leave those things alone. This is gonna take a while, I think. Let's try and do it fast, alright? So we're just gonna leave that, just for the heck of it. Learn. Okay, job level, come on, increase faster. Shackle of the ground, charging. I'm not using magic. If you're using magic, your main purpose should be leveling these 3 skills at the first, but I'm not. So we're just gonna go all the way up to speed of wind. First buff. OMG, we already have buffs. Dark seal, good for PvP, not so good against monsters. We might as well as learn that and get dual axe expert, as it increases our attack speed. It's very costly. It's a very costly skill. As you can see, this only has a maximum level of 5. We're gonna keep on leveling. Okay, we unlocked our second 2 buffs. Great. Now let's max those 2 out. I don't quite usually get movement speed a lot, because at first you most likely want to get B def and attacks, B attack. We're not going to be using skills. I'm not into skill using, honestly. I mean, for bosses it's a great thing, but for now, no. I know. If we keep leveling, let's do the maths. 5 levels, that means it's gonna cost 5, 10, or eventually we're not gonna be reaching it. So let's max out as much as we can to ensure that we do as much damage as possible. Okay, that's max level. Great skill. It really increases your P attack. Okay. Some armor. Great. Well, I think is the most that we can do right now, so let's just leave it like that. And I mean, yeah, we're great. we have increased our stats, we have buffs, and we might as well as apply them. And the buff thing is that you apply yourself or the person next to you, and you actually get the buff and the people around you in a short radius. It's a cool thing. I think it's an easy way to avoid selective stuff with cleric buffs and etc. And I've got my fire enchanting. Cool. Now I feel strong as hell. Okay, so we might as well as do the blue pixie and fire pixie stuff. And to find them, we have to go a long way into the diva. So we're just gonna enter it, and I'll see you there. Okay, so we're in Laxi Fields, and the good thing about it is that blue pixies are really nearby. And it's going to be a really easy job to try and tame one, and I'm not sure if I'm going to succeed in doing so, as I'm not supposed to be. Hopefully we're going to be lucky today, and we're going to get one, and we have an aggro one. Okay, let's get off our thing, and let's start taming. There's no preparation, there's no bullshit that you might want to use. I've heard myths that you increase certain stats that might increase your luck, or you might want to do a dance or drop your items, etc. You know that bullshit. It's not working. Really, it isn't. It's just pure luck. And it's ranged, so it's gonna attack me quite fast. Let's take that bad boy out and hope for the best. And I've got it. I've actually got the blue pixie. Cool. Okay, the next thing we need to do is get to the red pixies, and they're quite high level, so we might as well as try and get the lowest one there. So I'll meet you next to the red pixies, which is gonna take a little while to get through the red pixie field, and just gonna skip it. So yeah. Okay, so I finally found the red pixies place, which I can use them to tame, and the one and only problem probably that I can see now is that they're level 43, 4, and 5, which is going to be a bit of an issue. Hopefully not too big of an issue. We're just going to get our buffs done and hope for the best. Okay, wish me luck. The good thing about it that she doesn't attack me at the current moment while I'm doing the taming skill, because they tend to do it once in a while. Okay, let's see how well this is gonna. Oh god, she's dealing a lot of damage to me. It's pretty easy to take out, but probably I will fail it or not. Yeah, I failed it. Well, it happens, you know. You can't win all the time. Okay, so we have a lot of stamina recovered, and we're just gonna come back to the city and actually get some items for our new blue pixie.